Hello, guys. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever daytime is there for you. Please let me know if you can hear me, if technically all is well. And let's go for just playing with the light, maybe. And let's go for today's masterclass. So, I promised you practical transformational. So what I thought that would be good, actually, when I was writing down notes of what I want to be talking about, I actually realized I wrote out really everything, and I created kind of ebook from today's content together with all the exercises. So if you like, you can drop me a comment. I want the ebook, and I will then send it to you so you can have it as well in written form and together with the exercises. Cool. So let's go for it. So 3 core mindsets that you need to incorporate in your life, that you need to kind of have, that you need to use in your life in order to be able to go from job into an online business, to make this transition. So first of all, I will be sharing a little bit about mindset, how it's created, and then I will go into those 3 core mindsets that are needed and how to change it. There will be some practical exercises, all right? Let me know, guys, whoever is watching, that you can hear me well. Hello, Mary. Hello, Susanna. Nibagaba. Hello, guys. Good to have you here. Say hello, please. Say hello, that I know you're here, you're watching. Cool. So it's always, encouraging when I'm like this online with this camera here, right? So not with real people. So at least I know you're here. Okay, cool. So let's go for it. So mindset. What is mindset? So obviously there is the word mind, which is already telling us a little bit about that. Okay, it has something to do with mind, but yes, it's in our mind. So mindset is how I'm perceiving it. It's kind of set of attitudes, something that's kind of established, that we kind of got it, we created it, it's established set of attitudes. So how I am coming across to different situations, how I am thinking, so my way of thinking, my beliefs, all what is it that I believe about myself, about others, and basically the mindset is part of our identity. So for today, I will be talking mainly about mindset, because identity is kind of, you imagine mindset is here and identity is kind of underneath. So it's like deeper level. In my coachings, in my programs, I'm going into the level of identity and really working with the subconscious mind there and changing this really core level. And here we are partly, the mindset is really important, but there are other things needed as well. So this is one piece of a puzzle. Okay, so mindset, sets of attitudes, beliefs, ways of thinking, and it can be as well, your actual mood, but mood changes very much. So let's say these attitudes, ways of thinking, my beliefs. Okay, and how is it created? So the core mindset, the core parts are developed basically up to 6-7 years old, when in the really child's developmental stage, in this first 6 to 7 years old, and then of course in our teenage years as well. But the core, again, if you imagine like the identity, the core, what's down there, it's kind of there. It's I heard this metaphor that's I heard it in software and hardware. Now I'm not that technical, so so you basically putting in the software, right? The programming. That's partly the mindset. So we are kind of uploading it into our system, and it's possible to change it. It's possible to reprogram, but we need to know how and what to reprogram, right? So it's created up to 6-7 years old a lot, then teenagers, and of course as well during, for example, some traumatic situations or some situations which which are kind of hard, or really kind of breakthrough situations. It's we can be creating new beliefs, new attitudes as well. So is this making sense? Is this clear? How does it sound so far? So to give you some practical examples, so there is about the developmental, how is it created. So I will give you my let's say belief. This is a belief or limiting belief from my past, which I developed it when I was in children in kindergarten and in first grade and first grades of school, of primary school. So I was drawing as a child, and I saw that other kids, they kind of, to me, it seemed that they are drawing nicer than me. And I started to think, okay, well, they are drawing nicer. Maybe I'm not that good in drawing. And I started to think that they can do it better. And this was huge. So for me, I started to think in this way: they are better, they can do it better. And it started to be like way of thinking. So this is kind of my mindset. How is my mind set, right? This is how it's created. So I was believing in this, and then when I was at university, there was a guy, there was like a colleague or a classmate, and he was running a business, and I was thinking, oh my God, he can run a business. I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. And I could see there, okay, there is something connected with the first grade or with the kindergarten. Like, what the hell, right? Like, how is this created? How is this, how I saved it in my mind? And this is basically how we are creating the mindset. So it's really attitudes. So to give you another example, quite often the mindset is divided into fixed and flexible or growth mindset, these two. And there are many studies around it. You can, for example, Google fixed and growth mindset. There were done studies on children it was done about learning in general. You can Google it, you can check it out more, let's say, more from scientific points of view. I don't want to go here into it. I want to make it practical. So let's say, for example, fixed mindset is, okay, my skills and abilities are set. Growth mindset would be, I can learn anything is possible. Fixed mindset would be what could it be? I failed, I'm a failure. Growth mindset would be, I can learn from this situation. It's okay, to make a mistake. From mistakes I can learn. Fixed mindset could be, I can't ask for help. I will seem like I'm weak. Growth mindset, flexible mindset could be, if I ask for help, it's a sign of strength. You see the differences. So it's something, fixed, and something, okay, I can learn, I can grow. So this is like some core differences. This is quite often, when you hear about mindset, you can hear these two examples, these two comparisons. Okay, so I wanted to share one more thing about the developmental. Why it's not coming to me. All right, so Is this making sense so far? Do you have any questions around it? Please tell me. Can you recognize yourself? Do you see yourself more in the fixed one or more in the growth one? But you can go honestly, right? So, sometimes I'm like, when something isn't working out, it's like, oh man, this hasn't worked out, and why the hell is this not working out? But then I stop, and then, okay, like, how can I learn from this? Okay, what can I do differently? Why this didn't work? So just, you can very honestly share. There is no judgment. There is not good or right. And with everything that I will be sharing with these 3 core mindsets, nothing is right or wrong, right? So it's for different people, different mindset or different attitude is it's serving them better, right? So we need to find what's serving us, what's most empowering and uplifting for us. So let's go for these 3 mindsets. So the first one, very, very important one, and we will go there into a practical exercise, is mindset of I am responsible, responsibility. And so responsibility for us in this from job to business transition is responsibility for my professional, for my professional area, for my mission, for my work. Okay, so in general, like, this is not that I'm not saying that everybody, but most of the employees are much more, okay, what's my task? What's given to me? Where is, what am I supposed to do? And kind of, in this box, okay, what is it, what they will give me in this kind of box, right? Where this box is my responsibility. Here, of course, we have responsibilities at work, but it's kind of here, right? This is what where my responsibility goes, and this is what I can do. So this is a huge, huge shift and difference being an entrepreneur, because your responsibility as an entrepreneur gets freaking huge, right? You're responsible for everything, and it can be heavy. So for someone, it can be too much on their back. But this is like a huge, huge difference in taking responsibility for my professional, for my business area. Do I want to make this happen? So I need to go and basically start to be the creator. That's a huge, huge shift from being an employee go into the creative mode and kind of own it, right? So, and one thing how you can start to work on this. So this is the practical exercise is coming. That try to look at your life, and normally I'm using this exercise which is called Wheel of Life. And if you ask me for the ebook, I will send it to you, and you can see the Wheel of Life exercise there. So there are different areas of life, right? There are money, professional area, business area, mission, health, hobbies, friends, family, love, relationships, and there are many different areas of life. So you can ask yourself, so where am I not taking responsibility for my life? And this one is huge, huge. Where am I not taking responsibility for my life? And what I mean exactly by responsibility, there are 2 layers of that, or levels. So one is being responsible for me and my life. Basically, what I'm experiencing in my life, that's my responsibility. Thanks to me, I got to where I am right now, and thanks to me, I will get somewhere wherever I will get. So it's the difference is, am I responsible? Or the opposite would be being in a victim role, right? Many, I'm even sometimes falling into a victim role, and like, poor me, this is like, why is this happening to me? Right? When something is happening to me, you can watch out for this. When you feel like this is happening to me, You are giving away your power because you think, okay, this is happening to me, so I can't do anything with it. When you are responsible, responsibility is kind of like place to stand in. Okay, I am responsible for my business and to make it really happen. Because at work, how is it? Okay, am I responsible for my salary? Am I responsible for my for my colleagues? I'm not responsible for my manager, right? So but in business, okay, what I'm responsible for, making the transition happen. No one will do this for you. You need to do this for yourself. So taking full responsibility for this area is really, really one of the most important things. And looking at another areas of your life where you are not taking responsibility, and where you're feeling like this is happening to me, this is not up to me, this is not my thing, I can't control this. Look at it. Because when you will look at another areas of life, and you will find out something that you are not taking responsibility, and when you will say, okay, I'm responsible for this. Let's say, for example, in relationships, right? Many times it's like two people, when they're arguing, giving fault to each other. So, and when there are two who say, okay, I'm responsible for my part, I'm responsible for my part, you kind of both stand in your power. And it's really completely different place to stand in when you take responsibility for as well your emotions, for where you are really in life, where you are financially. Are you broke? Or are you, flourishing? Are you really well financially, really earning as much as you want? Are you happy at your work? Or if you are not, that's your responsibility. And if this is happening to you, I'm not happy because of them, then you have the power to change it, but you need to take responsibility for that. So this is one layer of responsibility. And another is a response ability. So I'm able to respond. So there is a difference when I'm able to respond and when I'm reacting. Reaction is most of the time, or reaction is most of the time on autopilot. And here we go, if you're reacting, you go on the autopilot, you go out of a habit, right? Out of habitual thinking, out of habitual behavior, and you're not controlling it. You are, it's just happening like that, right? So you don't have the ability to, okay, stand for a bit. Okay, how do I want to respond? Do I want to shout? Do I want to scream? Do I want to stay calm? What is it that I want to say? So ability to respond, that's different level of responsibility. How is this, guys, so far? Let me know, send me some, is this making sense? How is for you responsibility? Can you see somewhere that you are actually not taking responsibility in your life? And another extreme is some people are taking too much responsibility for others. And especially I could see many women taking responsibility for other people's emotions. Right, so I'm not responsible. So when we are, when my partner is jealous, mine is not, but if he was jealous, I'm not responsible for him being, jealous. That I made him to feel, I gave him a reason. No, that's not mine. That's his, right? So what else is others people emotions or other people's stuff, and you are taking it on. So, here I'm going a little bit, in circle or a little bit further, but the core is taking responsibility for your own professional area and really standing in that power. Okay, do I want to change this? It's not happening to me. You are the creator. You have the power within you to change it. So that's the big, big difference within employee and entrepreneur. So that's one. In the ebook, send me, write in a comment, I want the ebook, and I will send it to you I will upload it, I will send you a link, but you need to send me a private message or drop me a comment, I want the ebook. So next big, mindset that you need is going into complete self-trust. When you are employed, of course, it's as well really important to trust yourself, but it has, again, within this kind of box of your responsibility at work. Mary will send you the ebook. So it's the self-trust within the area of work, but here again for the business it gets much bigger, where you need to trust yourself. And for us women, that's a huge one, huge, where we are doubting ourselves. Am I good enough? I will fail, or that's like the biggest one, I'm not good enough, and there's fear of being inadequate. Right. So here, what's important to be present to your thoughts, your thoughts and your mental attitudes and the mindset, which is not basically, which is opposite of self-trust. What is it that you keep telling yourself? I'm not good enough. I am what? So here, your exercise is to look at what are my thoughts, what are my beliefs and attitudes which are putting me down, which are not, lifting me, which are energetically, I feel like, oh shit, I don't feel good when I'm thinking this. We women, we are very, intuitive, connected with ourselves, and what thoughts are making you feel bad. So start to be present to your thoughts and to your mindset, which is putting you down. When something is, disempowering, you will feel it energetically. Normally the body closes, you feel like, you want to just crawl into the bed and don't go out ever. So look at all the beliefs, all the attitudes where you're saying, I'm not good enough, I'm not able to do this. What are all the things that you are putting you down, so you can start to be aware of it? And basically how to start to work with this, we are going to turn it around. So start to, on the other hand, ask yourself. So if we take the mindset or belief that I'm not good enough, you turn this around and you ask yourself. So ask yourself these questions. When I felt like I'm freaking good at this, I'm nailing it, I'm really rocking, write down all your accomplishments. What are my accomplishments? What is it that I feel like I've really done well? I've done so good. What is it that people are telling me that I'm good at? And what compliments am I getting? But really, the most important is that you try to go from within. What I feel like, yes, I've done well, and why am I able to make this? Why am I able to make the transition? As well, when you will be really asking yourself the right questions, it will help you a lot to really make it happen. So when you're asking yourself, oh my God, will this work? Like, will I be able to do it? Will I fail? Why this won't, will this really work? So ask yourself, why will this work? Why will I make this? Why am I more than good enough to make this? When you keep asking yourself good questions, there is a part of your brain, reticular activating system in your brain. So when you ask question, it's kind of unconsciously working to give you answers. So if you actually keep yourself asking the right questions, it will start to search for answers and you will get the answers then. Okay. So again, in the ebook, there are all the questions written. So that's a huge one as well. Good questions. Why am I good enough? Why can I make this? Why is this possible? Why can I make this transition? Okay. And last one is, oh my God, it's again a huge one, and it's learning how to deal with uncertainty. So there is, the mindset of uncertainty is okay versus being an employee is stability. That's a huge one. So I will go into it. But I'm telling you, as an entrepreneur, you kind of need to marry with uncertainty. And for me, at the beginning, it was really really hard to know, okay, what will happen next month? What will happen next month? And even till this day, some of my friends are telling me, oh, Jana, I couldn't do this. I wouldn't be able to deal with the uncertainty. But so my question to you, what's certain in this life? Okay, there was a client of mine, and she was, her intention for a coaching session, or her intention in general, was to be certain. Well, be certain about what will happen, be certain. And I was coaching her on this, okay, what's certain in our life, in this life, right? Only for us as a human beings, only certain thing is that we will die, right? And I know this is kind of, I'm making it sound too easy, but if you zoom out a little bit, we are holding on to the stability, even at work, even though it's just perceived stability. For how long? For 1 month, 3 months, whatever, 1 year. But for what cost is the stability? So I'm inviting you to ask, okay, what's certain in this life? That you will die. Some people are making fun of it and are saying, okay, you need to pay taxes and you need to die. So marrying uncertainty and learning how to deal with uncertainty, that's so important mindset to adapt, because otherwise very hard to be stable in the business. So what you can learn, and it's very much connected with the previous mindset of self-trust. I trust myself. When you connect self-trust, it's helping you much more with uncertainty, because you are strong, you're certain of yourself. And what I can be certain, that whatever comes, I can deal with it. Whatever will happen in my life, I can deal with it, because I trust in myself, and whatever comes, I'm going to be okay. And that's, for me, it's a huge one. Of course, sometimes I have moments when I'm down, especially, about around periods. So before my periods, when I'm starting to, if I start to stress out, I know, okay, Anna, calm down. It's periods. So just give yourself a break. So uncertainty. So again, ask yourself, when I felt uncertain in my life, and it was okay, what else could you ask yourself? So, why is uncertainty fine? So it's this is really finding your base and attitudes that will support you on this job to business transition, because everything is about the point of view, about the attitude from which way you are looking at it. So really, certainty at the job. I'm not telling you, to quit the job and go full into not knowing what. It's, of course, I'm suggesting for sure to make some plan and to do steps by step, but start to be okay with uncertainty, that you can't ever know what will be happening, and you can't ever know even if you're employed. Of course you can't. You don't know if whatever will happen with economy or with your employer or whatever, but for what cost, right? So when was it okay to be uncertain? When is it okay to do something new? When was it okay to do something new and it brought something really, I had a breakthrough when I've done something new, when you went out of your comfort zone and it brought good things. Bring up these memories. Okay, I have there some other questions written that I wanted to ask you. All right, so what else you can do to deal with uncertainty is having the big vision, okay, knowing what I want and why I want it. That's very, very strong. When something is not working out, when something is like uncertain, oh my God, something didn't work out and I don't know what to do. Okay, what I want, why am I doing this? For me, this huge all female empowerment and helping women to go from job into an online business, and really going into the core identity changes and core identity transformations, and then meeting this together with the strategy of helping women to find out what they want exactly in the business and make them help them to launch it and be successful in it. This is for me something, oh my God, I'm so passionate about, and I've always wanted to live this, and I'm living it. And I'm telling you, like when I was starting 6 years ago and 3 years ago when I was in Uganda, in Africa, I had no freaking idea what will be happening next. And still here I am, now based and established, and everything is working really well. I have no idea what will happen in 3 months, and we can't ever know. And yeah, that's what I need to deal with, and I can't know, I will never know, and that's the cost I'm paying for living the life that I want to live. Okay, so connecting to the vision. Then what else did I write here? Of course, like having a coach or mentor or someone who will help you through this, that's very, very good. I have few coaches and mentors, and I really believe in support, and if we are going through it not by ourselves, it's helping so much. Another thing with what can help you with uncertainty, it's when we want to, oh my God, what's the word? It's not the word. The English word is not coming. When we are over planning, overthinking so much, to avoid the mistake, to be certain about something. I need to plan it. I need to be sure. That's like terrible when you are, especially when you're planning the transition, over planning, overthinking, not acting. That's not going to help. So start to act on it, even small steps. Start to work on this, start to do some actions. If you don't know which actions, reach out. We can schedule some call, or I can help you to go forward. Okay, where can be when can uncertainty become opportunity, right? That's another thing, how to look at uncertainty. Can open the door to completely new opportunities, right? So here you can see I'm playing with the points of view, how you can look at uncertainty. And again, why can be uncertainty good? How can it help me? So keep asking yourself these questions. All right. So ladies, I'm seeing that's basically what I wanted to go through. So, whatever is there, whatever questions, please reach out. If you want more concrete guidance, this is 1% or even not even that what I'm coaching, what I'm taking women through was really important. So with the mindset, it's already very internal, but you need to go even like deeper underneath into it, into the subconscious, and reprogram that. And that's what I'm helping women with. And that's so important in order to really live the life you want, to be successful in the business. So if you want more of this, reach out, ask me, Yana, I want help. I want to, move forward. Take responsibility for your transition, for making it happen, and own it. If you want help, I'm here. Reach out. Anyone else who wants the ebook, send me a private message or a comment. I saw some of you guys messaging. I will send you the ebooks. I need to put it. I need to just proofread it and put it online, and then I will send you the link so you can download it. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I saw, like some of you really kept with me all the way through. Really appreciate it. And as well, guys, I really appreciate you, when you are employed and really wanting to make this shift. I want to acknowledge that, okay, you are at work, which takes, of course, if you are in 9 to 5, if you are whole day working, then you're watching this and really wanting to make this happen. I want to acknowledge your effort and you actually working on yourself and having the energy and desire. So really well done for being here and for wanting to make this happen. And you will, if you will start to work on yourself, please ask for help and you can make this happen. I made it, you can. Have a great evening. Sending lots of love to you, and looking forward to helping if you like, and let me know. Have a great eve. Bye bye.